Hello, my special friends. Do not think that they are a few. They're brothers of this beautiful planet. I am Saint Germain. As everyone knows, or at least I hope many know, I have been very worried and busy with the transition of this planet, modifying an entire negative energy egregore, which is the sum of large other negative egregores, is not an easy task, for it is as if at every moment my violet flame burned these egregores, and you, as if by magic, created it again. It has been a very difficult job, but I will never give up. I will never abandon this mission, and the day will come when I will destroy these negative egregores, and they will no longer be created. This is not vision. This is not utopia. It is the purest truth and the feeling that you will have in some time. The violet flame transmutes low vibrational energies into love and light. For this planet to evolve into the fifth dimension, these negative egregores must be transmuted so that the positive energy emanating from you reach the levels necessary for ascension, because everything is a balance. If more negative energies outweigh the positive ones, the energy as a whole drops, and that we cannot allow at this time anymore. It is certain that the fifth dimensional energies arriving from the great central sun are also acting on these egregores, are awakening them. It is as if you could see big balloons, and each one that emanates a feeling similar to that egregore feeds this balloon, and it grows infinitely. The light of the central sun is deflating these balloons. It is taking away their ability to expand. In this way, concentrating the negative energy at the center of these balloons. I'm calling it balloons for you to understand. Of course, it is not like that, and by condensing all the negative energy, my action comes in, which is to transmute them into love and light. But as I said, it is a continuous work, because at the same moment that I destroy these egregores with the violet flame, they return to emerge. Nothing prevents them from continuing to think, speak, act, feel negative energies. I say to each of you that there is not a being on this planet who does not contribute to these egregores. As much as you try to keep yourself balanced, prepared for ascension, attentive to everything, you always speak, think, and act inappropriately. At some point, expanding these egregores more and more. So the time has come for us to act together. You are co-responsible for this entire process as well. So I am inviting you to a new journey, which I will call the Violet Flame Journey. This journey will consist of a series of exercises, a series of meditations, some meetings where I will be side by side with you, guiding and teaching you to vibrate only light, so that you also learn not to emanate these negative energies that still emanate. Don't let your egos deceive you into thinking you are already perfect, because as I said, nobody on the face of this planet vibrates only positive energies. Nobody. So make no mistake. Don't think you are perfect yet. And I tell you that even if you go through this whole journey, it will still take a while for you to learn. Go inside and stop giving off negative energies. Your souls were not born just now. Many of you have extremely old and very old souls in this universe, and they've settled down, got used to it, learned to be the way they are. And this change is neither easy nor simple. It is like pulling out, literally what the word says, pulling out such feelings from within you. And this literally hurts, both in your physical body and in your minds. But I hope that each one of you is ready to take these attitudes, to pull out all these feelings, customs, habits, ways of speaking and thinking that are in there, and that just makes you delay your walks. Nothing else. Nobody is required to participate. Now I say this, everything is choices, and for those who choose to participate, don't see it as just another tool to be practiced. I am already exhausted. I cannot take it anymore. For those who think this way, I ask you, don't do it, because it will really be just another tool. You won't change, and you won't transmute anything. Walking to the fifth dimension, moving up to the fifth dimension, is not easy. If you think it's easy, then you are on the wrong track. It takes a lot of delivery. It takes a lot of belief and a lot of work. A lot of work. So for those who choose to enter this journey, it is to fulfill it with love, with joy, with gratitude for this possibility of effectively putting themselves on the path. Because if you do, any day, no gratitude, no love, everything will vanish, everything will be eliminated. So realize that this journey is not easy. It is not simply praying, meditating, repeating the words, and that's it, mission accomplished. It's not like this. Each one of you will have to have the awareness, the belief that in that moment, when you are doing what you were directed, you are taking another step, you are making your walk speed up. So whoever sees this as a burden, as something tiring, something that will never end, I suggest and advise not to start, because it won't do any good. You will see each exercise is tedious, boring, and that will not bring you anything in return. Everything will be documented. You can start whenever you want. It won't be necessary for everyone to follow at the same pace. Now you've started. You can't interrupt. You can skip a day. Because if you forget one day, you will have to start all over again. I ask you a question. Do you forget to eat every day? You wake up in the morning. The vast majority eat. Some decide not to eat, but it's a decision. But they know they would have to feed, and those who feed forget someday. I do not think so. So do what you have to do to remember, because if you miss a single day, you will have to start all over again. Not to say that this is a kind of absurd. I would say that at certain points along the way, you can go further. If you fail, go back to that point, because they will have already reached the degree of commitment that justifies it, but not at first, and no one will know where that foundation point is. It will have some foundation points in case you ever forget. You can go back to these points no more to the beginning, but that will only happen after a while. So whoever wants to effectively learn, evolve, will find their way. He can't fail, he has failed. He has to start all over. Except when I point out that point, so don't rely on dates. Each of you will start whenever you want. Pay attention to what is being said here. Listen to the video several times so you don't ask questions later. Each one will start at their own time. There is no set date. The milestone, the foundation will be after a time within the journey, not your journeys. You will have to complete the walk to the foundation point so that you can, if you forget, go back there. It doesn't matter if you started tomorrow, a year from now, 2 years from now. Each one of you will have the time. It is up to each one to accompany this journey if possible. I will repeat, if possible. Have a violet stone, a crystal, a dozen, as you wish, with you during the exercises. If possible, it's not mandatory. It won't be difficult to fulfill the journey. They will be simple exercises, easy to do, and the meditation will not be daily. So, it's enough for each of you to follow the published sequence. Only that, each one will start when your heart asks. Just follow the sequence. Do not get lost. Know the day that started and fulfill it from there. Each one must have their control at what point in the journey they are. Understand this. I'm not going to require everyone to start on the same day. That's not respecting free will. Each one will start whenever they want, so control your sequence. Each one of you. And I say one more thing. Don't try to deceive us, because as we always say, no one will be keeping track of whether you really did or didn't. Now, your higher self will be there watching and knowing exactly how you are on the journey. So, if you jump, if you do it without faith, it won't do any good. You had better stop, because if there is no commitment, if there is no faith, if there is no willingness to change, nothing will happen. You will only be deceiving yourself. So, it's a choice. It's not mandatory. Do whoever you want. Now, whoever chooses to do it must do it with commitment, faith, belief, and the will to change, because it won't do any good either if you follow the journey and continue walking wrong. They will also be deceiving themselves. I sincerely hope you heard this call. It's one more help, and it's where we'll work together to eliminate these irregulars. Do not think that you are a few, nor that you have no strength. You have, so let's walk together on a single purpose, on a single path towards the fifth dimension. Ask for my help at any time. I don't believe there will be many doubts, but we will have meetings to help you resolve the doubts. Just wait. Everything will be assembled and explained, and you will know when this journey will begin. Stay tuned and make your choices. Channeled by 𝐂𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐎𝐿 therapies.